Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free. With golden soil and a well foretold, our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains and let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Please be seated. Distinguished guests and graduands, I would like to invite Uncle Chris Tobin, representative of the Darug people, to offer the traditional welcome to country.
Thank you. Warami Miriga, hello friends, and Nalawa. Welcome to the lands of the Wallamedigal. I belong to one of the local Aboriginal families of the Darug people, the traditional custodians over this part of the country. I wish to firstly pay my respects to the country and its people, and to thank the University for their acknowledgement of us and the invitation to welcome you here today. That acknowledgement is important for our people and much appreciated. My family, in fact, descend from Yarramundi, a respected elder and cleverman of the Burruburungal clan during the early years of colonisation. He saw that our survival in this new world could best be secured if we could learn more about it. And so he enrolled his daughter, Burungai, or Maria, into the Native Institute, a school set up in 1815 by Governor Macquarie, offering formal education to Aboriginal children. Maria studied there for several years and used her newly acquired skills to lobby and ultimately secure some land for herself and her family out along the Richmond Road. Other Aboriginal families soon joined them, and it became known as the Blackstown, where the present-day city of Blacktown gets its name. We are very proud of her, as I'm sure your families are of you here today. And with good reason. Your success is our success. Your advancement, our advancement. Now that was probably better understood in more traditional times when camp groups were smaller and clans abided by strict sharing laws, which meant the food that you caught and brought back was distributed throughout the rest of the camp. Your skills and good fortune were thus enjoyed by all. Your efforts literally nourished the rest of the community, and you in turn were looked after by them. Yes, we can live quite beautifully when we work together. Our Aboriginal ancestors certainly lived well in many respects, and I use occasions like this to offer them to yourselves as a model or a benchmark on how good to expect our lives today. You see, when Captain Cook arrived here a little over 250 years ago, he encountered a people whom he described as one of the happiest people he'd ever met. They owned nothing, he wrote, but the tools they carried. They were naked, made their shelters from the bark of trees without cutting them down, and fed their families without excessive clearing or tilling of the earth. There was no slavery, no rich and poor, and no homelessness. Armies were unheard of, as were forts, jails, or even fences. People cooperated to collect the resources which were needed, which were then shared out according to strict Aboriginal law. Our lands are maintained in their natural state through fire and responsible harvesting. Our rivers and waterways kept clean and unpolluted, with people drinking out of them as they have done it around here for the past 20 to 30,000 years. So this is not a dream or an ideal. This is normal life for us and for the longest time, and not too long ago either. And there is no reason why we should expect less for ourselves and our children than what our ancestors enjoyed. Admittedly, there's a lot more of us. However, we're a clever people, and there's still much magic in the world, I like to believe. So graduands, I would say expect great and wonderful things from your life. Life is good, we are naturally a happy people, and normally very good at looking after each other and the planet. I I would just ask that you share your skills with the rest of us and keep following that beautiful spirit within you that got you this far. Do this and I'm confident we can put together a world that we can be proud of and a future that is worthy of our children. We can all do our bit. I'll do mine by winding up and letting you graduate. Just want to say congratulations to all of you and all the best in our collective futures. Thank you. Yana.
Distinguished guests, I am pleased to introduce Deputy Chancellor of Macquarie University, Louise Mason.
Thank you, Chris, for that very warm welcome to country. Colleagues, guests, families and friends of our graduands, and most importantly, all our graduands. It is my great pleasure to welcome you here today to this graduation ceremony. It is our hope that today is a very happy and memorable occasion for you all. I think we have a number of small children and perhaps even a few babies here today, and they are especially welcome. We don't expect young children to stay quiet during the ceremony, so please don't be worried if they get up and run around and talk or cry. These are actually our students of tomorrow, and they're very welcome at Macquarie University. Today is a milestone day. Today we celebrate the wonderful achievements of those of you about to graduate. Completing a degree is never easy. It requires an intelligent and inquiring mind, determination and perseverance, and you've made many sacrifices along the way in the pursuit of your end goal. You've worked very hard to get to this point, and you should feel proud of what you've accomplished. We, as a university, are just as proud of your achievements, and I'm pleased to be able to congratulate each and every one of you today. I also want to especially welcome the families, supporters and friends of our graduands here with us as invited guests. The fact that you've been invited by one of our graduands to share in one of the greatest days of their lives is proof positive that you've been an important influence. So to our invited guests, congratulations and thank you for celebrating this great occasion with us. Our graduands may not realise it, but you are about to participate in one of the oldest of Europe's social rituals. If you were to pick a date, say 1500 AD, and look to see what social institutions were around and are still around today, you would find only about 60, including the Roman Catholic Church, the Parliaments of England, Iceland and the Isle of Man, and 6 Swiss cantons. All the rest are universities. In fact, graduation ceremonies are even older than that. For more than 800 years, graduates have been donning gowns just like the ones you're wearing and participating in ceremonies just like this one. And since those earliest graduations, the ceremony has remained almost unchanged, a defining feature in the life of every university and its students. We all realise that Macquarie is not one of those ancient universities. In fact, we're just over 50 years young. And though we are among the youngest universities in the world, we're very proud to take part in this time-honoured ceremony today. We all know that youth, however, has its advantages. Macquarie is a very modern and outward-looking university. We enjoy an enviable reputation for world-leading research excellence, research engagement and impact. We're continually progressing by extending our research, partnerships, course offerings and facilities. We have a proud tradition of innovation and discovery, and our pioneering approach is built upon a collaborative and connected learning community. This is a very exciting time for Macquarie University amidst much change, as the vision for this remarkable campus continues to unfold. No doubt you would have witnessed all the development happening around campus as you arrived here today. We have more than 214,000 graduates living in more than 140 countries. It's very clear we're looking forward and we're on the move, and so are each of you. Some of the things we all value so much about Macquarie, however, will not change. When I was a student here and during my time on University Council, A defining feature of Macquarie was and remains the friendliness and inclusiveness of our staff and students. This is inherent to our culture, and I anticipate that it always will be. And remember, you will always be welcome here. Macquarie University will always be a leader in teaching and learning, and a leader in the accumulation of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. However, our collective journey is about building community, where we have shared values, where we share things in common, and where we care about each other, even when our points of view on some matters diverge. In other words, an ideal community of scholars. Distinguished guests, academic and professional colleagues, and most importantly, our graduands, I offer you the warmest of welcomes to Macquarie University on this great occasion. In just a few minutes, it will be my very great honour to confer your degrees upon you and welcome you as lifelong members of that community of scholars we proudly call Macquarie University. But first, it is my great pleasure to introduce our occasional speaker, Ms. Xiaoyin Chang. Xiaoyin is the Head of Strategy and Innovation at National Acoustic Laboratories, a hearing research institute with over 75 years of history and international partnerships. There, she established a new department with new functions, such as the Innovation Agenda, the Brand and Communications Unit, and the Strategic Impact. Xiaoyin is also a board director of Audiology Australia, the professional body that provides certification and further development for clinical audiologists around Australia. Xiaoyin started her career as an audiologist and specialised in both paediatrics and complex adult rehabilitation. Within 3 years, she became a clinic manager looking after 3 permanent centres and 15 visiting centres across Metro Melbourne and regional Victoria, providing service to all Australians, including paediatrics and complex adult rehabilitation, and Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander community programs. At the same time, Xiaoyin is a serial entrepreneur who commercialised research into everyday skincare in her first venture and created a disruption in the supply chain of food containers in her second venture. She has a Bachelor of Biomedicine, Master of Clinical Audiology and an MBA, all from the University of Melbourne, and is accredited by the Australian Institute of Company Directors. Xiaoyin is known for her passion for combining research, innovation, business practice and strategic planning to deliver translational impact. Immediately after moving from Melbourne to Sydney, Xiaoyin started working with the Macquarie Business School as an industry partner to provide professional engagement for students such as the Macquarie Internship Program and the Professional Practice Unit. Xiaoyin endeavours to provide more professional experience opportunities for students around the Macquarie campus, as she believes that early exposure and opportunities are invaluable preparation for future success, and that the students deserve a stage to shine during their studies, on graduation day and for years to come. I now invite Ms. Xiaoyin Chang to deliver the occasional address.
What a pleasure to be with you, all of you today, including the Deputy Chancellor, members of the faculty, staff, and distinguished class of graduates today. And what a curious thing it is to be finally celebrating in person in October of 2022. I too attended my MBA graduation as class of 2020 in September this year. And after seeing my classmates for the first time in 2 years, and a few faces I've not met in 3D until the graduation. But it also affords us an opportunity for retrospection and reflection on this monumentous occasion. Having a quick read of the graduating class, I'm struck by what a remarkably diverse set of students we have across the Department of Management we have here in the cohorts today. And you're all seated here because of the gained knowledge, experiences, but there's also a growing asset that you will need to leverage after today. A network of multidisciplinary voices that challenges us. And I'm talking about your lecturers and your colleagues sitting around you. You're very fortunate to be surrounded by a talented, motivated, and diverse set of experiences. And students, soon to be graduates, I hope you've had the chance to cherish that opportunity. Secondly, I like to note the faculty and the hard work, the late nights and weekends that you've spent to support the cohorts every single day. Macquarie University is very lucky to have you. And finally, if you look towards my left, which is your right of the room, graduates, you will see your foundation and your biggest fans, your family and your loved ones. And if you all just turn to face them today, right now, thank you. They are your families, your loved ones, your friends who gave their support and encouragement throughout your studies. They helped you to be where you are now. And this is through good times and bad times, or the late night studyings as well. And they are equally excited to be here with you today. And from the bottom of your heart, could you join me in giving them a big round of applause? Now, to the crux of things. I must admit that I was a little daunted by this task because I didn't want to stand here and regurgitate platitudes and feel-good statements. So I've decided to share a few points that I wish I'd taken to heart when I was sitting in your seats. But graduating from my undergrad and the first master's, I've tried to intersperse it with some personal examples. So there's really 2 points I'd like to share with you today. The first one is the importance of long-term thinking and finding your own light on the hill. And the second is growing your impact on what is important to you. Most of us live lives where the short term is somewhat stable. We know where we will be in a month from now. We know what the next exam is or not, meeting KPIs or planning a vacation. It gives us comfort and we plan accordingly. Where things begin to get scary is when you start thinking about the world into the future. And your graduation is a good time to take a break from the day-to-day and consider what's next. What's the next milestone in 3 to 5 years? What about 10 years? And many of you might be thinking, oh crap, she's right. Some of you might be going through a list of goals in your mind right now, and some of you might be thinking, okay, 10 years is way too long. But think again. What did you achieve during this degree, and how can you capitalize on each achievement in the next 10 years? So consider a quote from Bill Gates, which he says, people often overestimate what they can achieve in 1 year, but underestimate what they can achieve in 10 years. So this quote resonated with me because reflecting back on the past 10 years, the compound effect of smaller, aligned efforts is what got to me to the milestone today. So let me put this into perspective. During my undergrad, I established 2 clubs at uni and handed those over at the AGM that was still fresh in my memories when I was on my graduation day. And I was a part-time tutor, was in a band and dance team, and had friends all over the campus who I see regularly, and I still see them today. I was already admitted to study Masters of Clinical Audiology, but to be honest, I didn't know what that was. If you ask me what I will do in 10 years, I will say, I don't know, have a job that makes a difference. During my master's, I established another 2 student bodies, was a part-time research assistant, and was involved in startup incubators and entrepreneur ecosystem because at that time, the startup ecosystem was emerging and it was a trend, and they needed someone who can establish things from the ground up. So I got a job before the graduation as an audiologist and was looking forward to starting my clinical internship that year. And if you asked me what I wanted to do in 10 years, where I will be, I would have said, I want to become a specialist clinician and help more and more people. People often ask me, why do you live 3 different lives? If you know Asian families, you can imagine how many times I was questioned why I waste so much effort. And my answer was always, I love what I'm doing and I'm good at it. People ask me for help, and I think I can really make a difference with all this. It's not wasted efforts at all. So in another 3 years from that, I completed specialist training, managing 3 clinics, founded startups, and was elected as a board director of the national professional body for audiologists around Australia. That's when I realised, hold on, my projections for my own future were way off. But what happened? Can you see what happened? It's the compound effect of all the above. But one thing is the same, and that's knowing where your light is on the hill and the value of that to other people. Perseverance and resilience in following these through and always stay curious. What seems like a random combination of pursuits ended up being my biggest assets. And I think some of you may have outside studies. You would have your friends, and you would have your hobbies, and you would participate in clubs. You're part of the community, and you can resonate with me today. And by realising that, I realised that my next milestone needs to be more strategic, and that the stage doesn't exist, so I can create it. The role I have right now, I wrote my own JD for my current role and created a department to achieve something that employers in the organisation may not understand now, but will in the long term. And that is with the help of my family moving to Sydney, with the help of my friends supporting me, and with all the knowledge and connections and network that I've built over the years. So if your answer to what's next was get my dream job or do well in this next degree, then think again. Consider different aspects of your life, this time as divisions in a company of you. Do they align in any way? What does your portfolio look like? What's your impact to the world? And in 10 years from now, what's your brand? Which leads me to my second point. I like to take a page out of my own impact framework, the impact assessment. Impact is changing lives, and to do that, it's a constant balance of 4 things. Advancement in knowledge and knowing what your value is and growing that by learning and staying curious. Growing readiness to implement your value, whether it's with the help of your network or understanding the needs of others. Delivering of impact in a way that is received and valuable. And finally, furthering value by learning from every failure and winning. Aligning your efforts, be unstoppable, and build your own stage. I think I'll conclude this with a quote from Thomas Huxley. The most valuable result of all education is the ability to make yourself to do the thing that you have to do when it ought to be done, whether you like it or not. It is the first lesson that ought to be learned, and however early that a person begins training, and yet it's often the lesson that's learned last. So I conclude by encouraging all of you to find your light on the hill with the support and encouragement, patience and resilience to make the most of your endeavours. Good luck for the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Xiaojin, and they were great words and I'm sure resonated with students and families here today. Thank you for giving up your time and joining us. As Deputy Chancellor of Macquarie University, I especially look forward to presiding at ceremonies such as today's and conferring degrees on those who have complied with the university's requirements for such awards. I now call on our Acting Registrar, Associate Professor Taryn Jones, to formally certify the eligibility of those who have met the requirements for these awards.
Deputy Chancellor, I certify that all of the candidates being presented here today and those who are absent have satisfied the requirements of the Academic Senate for the degrees to which they are to be awarded. Would all candidates for admission to degrees please stand?
In the name of the Macquarie University Council and by my authority as Deputy Chancellor of Macquarie University, I admit each of you present and those who are absent to the degrees for which you have qualified. Congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated. Deputy Chancellor, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Macquarie Business School. I now call on Professor Stephen Grover, Head of Department of Management at the Macquarie Business School, to present the graduates. Professor Grover.
Deputy Chancellor, the graduates at the ceremony are from Macquarie Business School. Macquarie Business School has a long history in teaching the next generation of leaders. Today continues that tradition as the graduates before us continue their membership as alumni to the University of Macquarie University community. Graduates, you will be called upon to address the world's unprecedented challenges, such as climate change, geopolitical turmoil, and economic inequality. The challenges have no precedence. For example, in the mere 3 years that I've been in Australia, about the same period that some of you have studied, New South Wales has witnessed unprecedented bushfires followed by unprecedented floods, interspersed with an unprecedented pandemic. So I have every confidence that you, graduates, will lead us through the future challenges as you join the ranks of your predecessors to become outstanding leaders and entrepreneurs in the business, public, and nonprofit sectors. As you celebrate today with the people who love you, you can reflect on your sacrifice and the years of toil, making yourself the rightful hero of your own story. I encourage you to extend that heroic narrative throughout your life, because the world needs you to be your own best self. So when the unprecedented challenges of our world confront you, which they will, please take them on to serve yourself and your community to be the hero of your own life story. Deputy Chancellor, I am proud to present you to the graduates from Macquarie Business School, whom you have admitted to degrees. I present the graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Amy Bennett. Jordan Connor. Rowena Donalona. Gemma Ferrer. Rachel Foom. Nari Ng. Alyssa Mifsud. Etienne Pluis. Benjamin Sargent. Yiren Xu. Johannes Zito. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with the degree of Bachelor of Science, Edward Zhang. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce and Bachelor of Information Technology, Divya Raman. I present the graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce with the degree of Bachelor of Science, Lauren Dripmanis. Wayne Chier. I present the graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Rachel Ahn. Hannah Borg. Renata Budiman. Chantel De Silva. Adriana DeFranco. Marinel Facun. Natalie Garner. Anna Garrity. Oscar Gibbons. Melody? Jessica. Oh, okay. Jessica Holland. Victor Huang. Melody Yuskowski. Natalie Kelly. Faria Kaja. Stefan Joseph Raul Labatu. Aaron McCauley. Samantha Miller. Irene Mukwendidza. Hala Team Nguyen. Shaimin Shahana Sharif. Alexandra Shields. Jessica Subansky. Milica Stanilovic. Christopher Yagligini. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Austin Hall. Camilla Hanlon. Andrew Harvey. Ryan Hasker. Olivia Hay. Nicole Herr. Tui Huang. Jordan Horn. Joshua Hoskins. Leon Hu. Cameron Hubbard. Yasmin Hussein. Clarissa Ishak. Tanjum Jahan. Cameron James. Holly Jarrett. Veronica Amy Jawahar. Alexandra Jennings. Anton Djokovic. Alicia Joseph. Jennifer Gacko. Barrett Karaka. Kiara Keck. Nicholas Kim. Lachlan King. Shania King. Jiawei Ko. Tiffany Kirkak. Vanessa Lai. Sergey Lazarev. Belle Suehan Lee. Hannah Lee. Carrie Juanshin Lee. Vincent Lee. Keisha Layton. Tiana Leong. Wing Lok. You're Wing Lok. Who just went across? Previously, Kevin Lee. Wing Lok. Thomas Lonergan. Genevieve Longi. Yulia Laskovic. Yunfei Liu. Kyle McLeod. Bailey Mann. Mitchell Maloon. Antoine Mancini Tarasus. Foda Mansaray. Christine Martin. Stephen Masakai. Heba Masood. Anna Montensik. Thomas McKern. Blake Medway. Leodo Mendoza. Isabella Milanovic. Sarah Mills. Helena Milovanovic. Jacqueline Mitchell. Lachlan Mitrovic. Rupali Mohindra. Simon Monroe. Sophie Moore. Emily Munns. Christian Mura. Riona Mayut. Kiara Naidu. Prashika Narayan. Nicole Naupari. Bronte Newsom. Anthony Nago. Nigap and Niao. Kan Lin Nguyen. Ti Hung An Nguyen. Tu Huyen Nguyen. Alicia Nobrega. Rafi Nura. Georgia O'Brien. Richard Osborne. Dominic Pala. Elizabeth Peng. Mia Perkins. Hera Purvisev. Jake Peterson. Valerie Pogrebski. Lara Prasad. Avishel Pratap. Christopher Prukchihub. Mariana Puskarchuk. Marina Radus. Jagat Rajendran. Fahad Rashidi. Carly Rogers. Amelia Rubenstein. Gabriel Safi. Fatima Sajid. Jaski Sandhu. Roha Sandhu. Esther Sankabu. Vera Sanusian. Gabriel Santos. Nikola Sasic. Madeline Sauharvey. Yana Selinshivkovsky. Bahina Senarvaradan. Dilika Senarviratner. Daniel Shahani. Ruben Shearer. Isabella Sioris. Thomas Skews. Ethan Smith. Daniel Smithers. Okay. Jacqueline Stevenson. Lewis Stewart Russell. Monique Sayed. Deputy Chancellor, that completes this afternoon's presentation of the graduates from the Macquarie Business School.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Miss Angela Brewer, and who always gives such a superb performance. Angela is also the founder and artistic director of Coast Opera Australia. Please join with me again in thanking Angela. Also join me in thanking our musicians on the organ today, Heather Moen-Boyd, and on the Chinese transverse flute, Dr. Chai Cheng-Ning. I would also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge and thank the representatives from our alumni community who come along to every graduation to help us make the day run smoothly. Please join me in thanking them. Graduates, this ceremony marks a change in your relationship with Macquarie University, but it is certainly not the end of your association with us. From today onwards, you are now part of the bigger Macquarie family, that alumni network of 214,000 across 140 countries. This is the beginning of the rest of your lives. We look forward to seeing you back on campus to attend alumni events, perhaps to undertake further study, or simply to visit our beautiful campus and reminisce about the good times you spent here as a Macquarie University student. Graduates, the award of a university degree carries many opportunities and privileges, but like all privileges, it also carries responsibilities. I urge you to commit to lifelong learning and inquiry. I urge you to set ambitious goals for yourselves. I urge you to continue the hard work that has already brought you so far. And remember, you don't have to be Einstein to change the world. At Macquarie, we pride ourselves on developing each and every one of our students into engaged community citizens and leaders. So I urge you to always give thought to what you can do for others along the way. Sometimes you don't have to do much to make a real difference to someone's life. Sometimes a kind gesture or a kind word can mean an enormous amount. I challenge you to continue to exercise sound judgment and initiative, and to always be generous in offering practical advice and wisdom to those you meet on life's journey. My hope is that, as graduates of Macquarie University, you will use what you have learned here, not only for your own benefit, but also for the betterment of our community. And in all you do, I charge you to uphold the good name of Macquarie University. It is also my hope that you always remember the people who have helped you along the way, many of whom are here with you today. So to acknowledge their contribution and thank them for it, I'm going to ask you to do a few things. Firstly, could all the graduates please stand? Now, our speaker stole my thunder a little bit here, but I think I'll do it again anyway. Could you put your testaments down on your seats? Turn to face your invited guests and give them a huge round of applause. If you can turn back around, but don't sit down just yet. Here on the dais are representatives of our academic staff who have supported you throughout your journey. Please join me in thanking them. Graduates, please remain standing. Don't forget to pick up your testamers. You've worked very hard for those. Soon I will lead the official party out to the courtyard and the graduates will follow the official party. As we do, our organist will play the traditional recessional music of graduation, which has been played at ceremonies over the centuries. Again, to our newest graduates of Macquarie University, my warmest congratulations and every best wish for futures filled with success, satisfaction, but most importantly, happiness. Now, could I ask everyone to please stand? I will lead the party out, followed by the graduates, and then please join us in the courtyard for refreshments. Thank you.